It's 7:30 a.m. I pick up my friend and we are heading towards our MD-CAT class. I'm the one driving the bike while my friend is sitting behind me. We are heading towards our campus and I'm just focused on driving the bike while he is just enjoying the view. We are in the last lane of the road and there is an SUV in front of us. But then suddenly in the side mirror of the bike, I noticed that my water bottle is about to fall off from my bag. And so I raise the visor of my helmet and tell my friend to hold the water bottle while still looking in the side mirror. But then suddenly, for just 2 seconds, I get a really high frequency in my ears and I forget where I am. But then, after just 2 to 3 seconds, I remember okay, I'm driving a bike. And then I look forward. But this time, there is no SUV there, but there are two loader rickshaws standing in the middle of the road. I apply the brakes and try my best to change our lane. But the next thing I know is that I'm sitting on the road, my friend is also there. I can't see the bike. I try to stand up, but my leg doesn't respond at all. I look to my friend, look him in the eyes, and give him the news. He tries to stand up, and he can't either. By now, people have gathered up. The dolphin squad has arrived. They call 1122. They come and they put bandages on us. They call the ambulance. They put us on stretchers and they take us to the hospital. And now we know, both of us know, that we have a broken leg. We go to the hospital. We go through the emergency ward. They give us the news that my friend has one fracture and I have two fractures. Both of us have the fractures in our left legs. Now it's about 3 to 4 p.m. My entire family has arrived and we are now admitted in the hospital. And my family is sitting beside me and they're just telling me that don't lose hope, everything will be okay. But I can see the sadness on their face. And by now, the doctors have told me that you won't be able to walk for minimum 2 months or even 3 months. But even though I know that I won't be able to walk for 2 to 3 months at least, I'm still saying, Alhamdulillah, completely happy and content with what Allah has decreed for me. Even though I wanted my life to go in another direction in these 3 months, but still I am completely happy and content with what Allah has decreed for me. So the first thing you need to understand about trusting Allah and putting your trust in Allah is that just let go. Yes, this might sound a bit weird, but you just need to let go of everything in your life. No matter what it is, you just need to let it go. And no, I'm not saying that you need to just sit there and say that I trust Allah and I have tawakkul in Allah. No, that's not the real definition of Allah. Oh, that's not the real definition of tawakkul. Sorry. What I mean by this is that you just put in the actions, you just do whatever you can do, and then you just say that I trust in Allah. Because let me guess what you try to do right now. You put in the actions, you do what you can do, and then you try to control the results as well. You try to somehow make get the results you wanted. You try to get the control the grades you get. You try to control the amount of views or the amount of sales or amount of money you make or whatever, even though you know you cannot control those things. But then when you try to control the results and you don't get the results you wanted, you get sad, you get depressed, you get angry at yourself, you start calling yourself names, and you even start doubting Allah. But then, when you do this, when you just put in the actions you can do, when you just do the actions you can do, and then just let go of all of the things, when you don't get the results you wanted, you will just say there is wisdom in every single act of Allah because you know that there is a name of Allah which is Al Hakim, meaning He is all wise. There is wisdom in every single act of Allah. You need to understand this line no matter what you think, no matter how bad you think the things have gotten, no matter if you have gotten two fractures, no matter if you have gotten if you have broken both of your legs, no matter what has happened, you just say There is wisdom in every single act of Allah. I might not be able to see it right now. I might never be able to see it. But there is wisdom in every single act of Allah because He is Al Hakim, the All Wise. And so, in this way, you just submit completely to Allah because this is the way of Ibrahim alayhi salam as well. And we have talked about this a bit in like some in a previous video, but just to go over it a bit, just like put in the actions, just do what you can do, what like all the things I've already told you, do them, like use the means, use what you can do, and then just let go of all of the things. Just let go. You like, I know I'm like repeating this point again and again, but I have to drill this into your mind that start letting go of the things. Do not try to control the results that you know you cannot control. Because trust me, I'm saying this from experience. When you just put in the actions and then you let go of the things and you say that, Allah, I have done whatever I could do. I have done everything I could do. Now all of like the entire matter is now in your hands. Trust me, He will give you risk from places that you could never even think of. By the way, if you want complete access to the complete Muslim self development course, which I have been working on for more than 6 months now, you can go and join the community in its pre sale for just $15 forever. You don't have to pay ever again. And if for some reason you don't want to join the paid community, you can go and check out the second link if you're a male, and you can go and check out the third link if you're a female to join my free communities on Discord. Now, the second thing in trusting Allah is that know that just everything has already been written. Like Allah has already written everything that will happen to you 50,000 years before He created anything. Not before you were born, but before He created anything. 50,000 years before that, everything has already been written. Your amount of risk, like the person you're going to marry, the person maybe like the people who are going to be your best friends, I don't know, whatever. All of the things, all of these things have already been written 50,000 years before creation, before like the start of creation. So just imagine that all of the things that are happening to you in your life right now, you're not getting good grades, you're not getting the amount of sales you wanted, you're not making the amount of money you wanted, you are not getting the physique you wanted, you are not like getting the looks you wanted, you are not able to get married right now. I don't know why, for some reason. Maybe you're not ready for marriage right now. I don't know why. But you are facing all of these problems in your life. All of these things were already written 50,000 years before Allah created anything. And so when you know this, that everything has already been written, you are just content and you're just happy. Whenever something like really bad happens to you, you just say, yeah, okay, whatever. This was already written 50,000 years before anything was created. And so, like, me crying right now that, okay, if only if this hadn't happened. And remember, like saying that if, like only if this had happened, only if this had happened, only if I had done this. This is a shaitan's trap. You have to remember this, that shaitan does this, that it like he makes you think that, oh man, only if I had started a business 3 years ago. Oh man, only if I had like started going to the gym 5 years ago. And you know, as they say, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. And the second best time to plant a tree is today. Don't say that if only I had done this 5 years ago, if only I had like started going to the gym at the age of 3, and now like by now I had like I would have a really good physique. No, don't say all of these things. What has happened. You cannot do anything about that unless you have a time machine. And I don't think any of us has a time machine. So just be content with whatever is happening in your life. And no, I'm not saying that you just sit there and you say, okay, whatever is happening in my life, I'm content with it. I cannot change anything like that. No, don't be an idiot. Like, try to do whatever you can do. As I mentioned in the first point, that use the means, use what you can do, put in the actions. But then after that, say, I trust in Allah and I am content with whatever is happening. Because in my story, like when I like the reason I'm really content with whatever happened, because I had taken the means. I was wearing a helmet. I was like wearing like sleeves which like protect your arms. Like I had recited the dua you recite before like traveling. I had done all of these things, and like At the moment we had the accident, at that particular moment, I was also like doing tasbih of something like which I don't want to say, but like it wasn't like something, but like it's just something personal. Okay, like I was doing this B at the moment we got into the accident. And so because I had done all of the things, I had side mirrors, I was wearing a helmet, I was wearing like sleeves, I had like recited the dua, I had done everything I could do. But then when I got into the accident and I found out, I was told that you now have two fractures in your left leg. You won't be able to walk for minimum 2-3 months. I was happy because I knew that this was already written 50,000 years before creation. I already knew about this concept. I was content because I had done every single thing I could do. If I look back to that day, there is nothing that I can think of that I could have done better. Yeah, maybe there's some one thing is that maybe if I hadn't like looked into the side mirror, but like again saying if, only if I had done this, only if I had done this is a trap of shaitan. And so you must protect yourself from this at all cost. And then finally, to be a bit harsh with you, fix your intention, bro. Because what is your intention with going to the gym, with like starting a business, with studying, with all of these things? If your intention is to get the results you want in this world, to get the physique, to make the money, to get the grades, to like get the looks, to get all of these things just in this world, your intention is not right at all. No matter what cope you try to do, no, your intention is not right. Instead, your intention must be and should always be to get the pleasure of Allah. To like attain the pleasure of Allah. No matter in every single thing. You go to the gym, you raise dumbbells, your intention must be to get the like pleasure of Allah. You study, your same intention. You work on your business, same intention. You work on your looks, same intention. In every single thing, your intention must be the same. And so in this way, when you don't get the result you wanted, but your intention was still correct, you don't get sad and depressed. Because in a way, even if you have been defeated, if you have faced failure in the worldly thing, you are still victorious. Because if you have tried your best, if you have done whatever you could do, and your intention was to please Allah and nothing other than that, you are still victorious. Because you have done the thing. You have done everything you could do. But now Allah has not showed you the results you wanted. He has given you something else. You can't control that. And if that is your intention, you will always be happy and content with what Allah has decreed for you. But this is only possible if your intention was to please Allah. Any intention other than that, you will start getting sad, depressed, and all of that stuff when you don't get the results. So fix your intention first and then put your trust in Allah and do whatever you can do. And know that everything has already been written 50,000 years before anything was created. And so, as I said, if you want access, like pre-access to the full Muslim self-development course, you can go and check out the first link in the description. Otherwise, you can go and check out the second and the third links in the description. And so, do good, and inshallah, I will see you in Jannah.
أسمو وأجتاز السماء جلالا فأزيد أسراب الغيوم جمالا وألون الدنيا بأجمل بسمة